25 minutes or so. I think it was actually about 28, but either way, we are here with Rockport and Olympic. Both teams are pretty much ready to go, and I think both casters. I've actually got another caster in. I've got OG Prism here.
What's up? Everybody knows me. Come on.
Everybody knows Prism. Come on. So, decided I'd let DHJ build his new bed.
Is that what he had to do?
Yeah, his brother like helped him like get a bed in his house, and then they like steamed the carpet or something, and that's like what he's been busy with today when he like disappears. He's just getting his new bed ready.
You know, building a bed can take a while.
It can depend on how hard of a bed it is.
I helped one of my friends build a bed for their kids one time.
Yeah.
It took like 4 hours.
Oy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a terrible bed. That's why I like.
I'm also not the most handy.
Okay.
Of people.
Whoa. So. We got a thing going on there. I don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And that's bizarre. I don't know where that came from.
I think it says oog.
It says oog. It's supposed to say go, but it was backwards for some reason. And it wasn't even supposed to be there. All right, time to get rid of that.
Mixing it up on the stream. I like it.
All right. Yeah, no, I've been working on the overlay. I moved the bands per viewer request. That way the mobilytic overlay doesn't block off one of the bands. And then I made a timer, and it worked for the first game, and I haven't been able to get it to work since. So I've been messing around with it, trying to get the timer to work, but it just won't come back. I should have Alaha Rengar perform CPR on it for me.
Where? We got an Urgot ban here. Where? I've seen Urgot play 2 days in a row. Where is all this Urgot coming from?
LCK.
Because I was gonna say, because it got played in Korea a couple times, and now everybody wants to play it. I mean, I know White did very well yesterday.
Yeah, it's been a sleeper pick, I think, and then someone just had the balls to try it in pro play, and everybody's like, "Oh crap, Urgot's pretty decent right now."
Well, yeah, I was watching the TSMC9 game. No spoilers, but for anyone who hadn't watched it. But Bjergsen was playing Urgot mid just today.
Yeah.
So Urgot's obviously becoming a thing.
Yeah, Urgot becoming a thing, both in top and mid. It's valuable in both positions right now, so.
I think I'm going to start running it jungle.
I've actually played it jungle. I did Predator Urgot jungle. Oh my god, it was so much fun.
Predator Urgot jungle.
Yeah,
you just Predator in when they're low and just ult them and walk away.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, you just Predator in, you get on top of them, and then you can flip them behind. The problem is his legs, the cooldown for him is so long that you're clearing the jungle just sucks until you hit level 11.
Nah,
which is too long.
Listen, I'm a lazy-ass jungler. I would let my team do all the work. I'd come in with Predator and just ult them.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, but Pyke going to be picked up for Copycat. I've heard him say a few times that he's secretly a Pyke one trick. So we'll see how well this goes. Masterfire grabbing the Tristana as well. And Garen made it through pick ban. Oh, God.
Garen is, in my opinion, just super broken.
He's really annoying. I hate Garen.
He is really annoying. Tristana has been a pretty popular pick lately for a lot of teams.
It has. Okay, so this... Where do you think this Kled's going, bud?
Liquid Helium doesn't have very many Kled games on him, but that doesn't always mean anything. They can surprise you.
Did you see Olympic set versus Amp in week 5?
I remember there was a Kled mid, wasn't there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
So this is possibly a Kled mid. We are seeing a LeBlanc ban still, because it is a flex pick, so they have to kind of respect that idea.
It's only a flex pick for their team. Nobody else plays Kled mid.
Yeah.
Apparently maybe they didn't watch that set. Maybe they have no idea.
Possibly. I don't know. Rockport's usually one of the teams that does the best research. I say the two teams that like really put time into research is like Rockport and surprisingly Goo Factory. Their first week coming in, because I mean we signed them to the league essentially on like the Tuesday. So from Tuesday to their first game, they watched every single VOD. Or at least skimmed through them.
Are you
That's
kidding?
that's what he told me. He's like, yeah, we just got done with our 56 VOD of the games. I was just like, what?
They really only had to watch like 2 per team. It would have been okay.
Probably. One, Garen, ban it.
Yeah, right.
We are gonna see
You
the
could.
Cho'Gath though. That does pretty much confirm the Kled mid.
Mm, there it is. Unless it's a Cho'Gath jungle, which it's probably not.
Yeah, I haven't really seen Cho'Gath jungle since he first got reworked.
I remember one of the leagues I played in, there was one team that ran Cho'Gath jungle all the time.
That sounds terrible.
One jungler that ran him all the time. He did alright. Nothing special.
Seanberg grabbing the Karma and the Lissandra for Heat Viper.
Heat Viper's trying to channel his inner business trooper
Yep.
on that pick, on that Lissandra pick. Hi, Katie.
We'll see if he can pull it off. It is a good pick. Copycat grabbing the Alistar for himself. So that is actually a Pike jungle?
Oh,
That's interesting.
well,
Okay.
okay.
How bizarre.
Olympic they play some weird comps.
They do. They've got one of the strangest styles I've ever seen, and they're slowly building stuff with it, but if it keeps working, why not? But yeah, well, I mean, one thing worth noting is Rockport went for some hella balls to the walls lanes, right? Garen,
Yeah.
Graves, MF, and Karma, right? That's just like we're gonna beat you in lane, which is a very not Rockport style from what we traditionally see from them.
Yeah, I mean, when I played them, they've been a real slow playing, slow pacing team working towards the late game. The couple times we played them, so this is definitely a little different than that.
Yeah.
Not to say they're champions. Misfortune, I like Misfortune more early game than late game.
Oh,
AD
for sure.
carry,
She's terrible
for
late game.
sure. Yeah, but Lysandra and Garen do well late game.
Yep.
Garen does well early game, mid game, and late game. He does well before the game starts. It's absolutely insane. What team comp do you like better? I know it is.
God.
It's a tough one to figure out because you have no idea what Olympics going to do with that team comp.
I can't, in good faith, give a good team comp to Olympic, regardless of how well I think they're actually gonna do with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rockport too.
Yeah.
And their team comp just makes a little more sense, and they do have the broken Garen for top lane, but Cho'Gath is pretty tanky, or he can get pretty tanky. So as long as Cho doesn't get killed early, I don't think Garen will be huge, which will be good for Olympic. But if I was Graves, I'd go and get that Garen a couple kills.
Yeah, that's kind of the lane I think I would focus on. MF Karma should be pretty self-sufficient and kind of hard to actually gank for.
Yeah, and Kled's also a little hard to gank. Especially once he hits 6.
He should also be able to invade the Pike quite a bit, though, because Pike's clear is really bad. And, like, Pike can be scary, but he's not actually that much of, like, an early game threat. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So for, like, Graves, Allaho Rengar should really be able to just take control of the jungle here.
Is this the first time we're seeing Allaho Rengar?
He's played
second?
one game. He played in the Rockport versus Vex set. That was sadly
How'd he do?
forfeited. He did all right.
Yeah.
He did okay. He didn't die. That's why he doesn't have a KDA on the site.
Not dying's good. It looks like his Graves is pretty good. And ranked, he has a 67% win rate with almost a 4.0 KDA. So
It's definitely one of his favorites.
yeah,
The
that
sad
says
thing
something.
is, he was begging teams to leave Rengar open, and it made it through, and he didn't even grab it.
He does have 104 games on Rengar this season, so
He plays a
he
lot of
does kind
Rengar.
of look like a Rengar one trick almost. It goes from 104 games on Rengar to second place is 24 games on Graves. I mean that's an 80 game difference between
Yeah.
his most played and his second most played.
This guy's a Rengar main.
Oh, if I could before the game starts, my teammate and good friend 15 and Virgin just wanted me to tell everyone to stop banning his champ.
Oh, which
He didn't
one?
say what. He didn't say which one. He
He's
just said. He just said, tell the stream, tell the thousands of people you're talking to.
all 24 of them.
Yeah. He said, just say, stop banging my champ. So
He
just had to
says
get that out there because I told him I would.
says that no matter who gets banned.
Yes, he does.
All right, let's see.
You can ban Zilly and he'll still say it.
All right.
You know, I think Tristana and Alistar. Alistar's gonna get poked
Yeah,
by the Karma Misfortune for sure.
for sure.
But if they just don't stand behind, if Tristana just doesn't stand behind minions and get doubled up by Misfortune,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she'll get that much poke. I think she'll be pretty safe in lane. It's just you always forget. You always forget you can't stand behind them.
Right.
The problem, yeah. So we'll see how Master Fire does not getting poked out by MF, because that double up does almost half your HP.
It does a lot of damage, and he's got Dark Harvest as well, so
Yeah, Dark
it's gonna
Harvest
be
MF.
really, really painful. And luckily, Dark Harvest MF is kind of the best scaling version of MF. So, if we're gonna see it, this is the one I prefer to see, as long as he can actually get those stacks pretty early.
I agree, but I still think that if Tristan Alistar stay a little safe in lane, they make it through lane with a decent farm, you know, kind of make it through at a lane equal to MF and Karma. I definitely think that Tristana will do more later than
Oh
MF.
yeah, definitely.
All right, here we go.
We're getting into game one. Everyone's spawning. Ping's coming out. Looks like they want to run down the center of the map. Probably just gonna see a 5-point from Rockport, but Olympic are rather big fans of going for invades, so we're gonna see this pretty aggressive run through the mid lane. They're probably gonna get spotted out by Graves.
Yep. Yeah, they did.
Yep, they did. So
That mid
that's
lane
how that
invade.
is gonna go. Shelmer gets a little bit of poke, and Rated Our Love probably gonna want to leave that area.
And that is why when you 5-point, you get there as fast as you can, so you can catch that out before it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, my team never invades, so I don't know much about invading.
Yeah, typically, if you know a team generally does 5 points, the best place to go for an invade is to take the long route around the bottom tri-bush.
Yeah.
Especially if you're red side, because that one gives them the least amount of time to react because you're coming around a corner. And again, if they're 5-pointing, there's only one person there, so a really good chance of actually securing a kill and not getting into a team fight. So if you see a team is always 5-pointing, definitely try that one out.
That's worked before, especially when you have Morgana.
Yeah.
I have to adjust my settings on here real quick.
All right.
I want to show the correct things. I want to have the scoreboard up. All right.
That's helpful, I hear.
I can see. Well, what if it blocks something
Oh,
going
here
on
comes
at
a
the
level
bottom of the
2
map?
gank from Rated R Love. They already find their way onto Shamber. He's going to flash over the wall. And that is literally something that Olympic has done like every single game since they started running this lineup.
The level 2 gank.
Yeah, Rated level 2 gank spot like every single game.
Oh, apparently that was a decent gank from Pyke.
It was. He can gank all right. He just can't clear for crap. He's 2 camps down now.
A little skirmish between Pyke and Graves over the Scuttle Crab, like normal. Junglers love fighting for those Scuttle Crabs.
Yep. Oh, we forgot to run a bet. I'm just gonna make it a simple one for this game. Who's gonna win the game?
I'm not betting on that.
So it's a hard one.
I'll bet on Rockford, and then they'll lose. That's what'll happen.
Yep, Copycat though is level 2. He's gonna jump onto Shamba. There's no flash here. Really nice headbutt and the pulverize. He's getting low. The explosive charge should be able to finish off. The heal comes out. There it is. Masterfire with the first blood of the game. Really well played from them as Hydreion trying to get some poke back onto the Alistar.
For sure. And that was all available to happen because of the level 2 gank getting his flash.
Yeah, it was. It's like I said, it's something Rated literally has done every single game that they've played, as far as I know. I've noticed, right? He takes blue, he ganks level 2 bot, right? Flash comes out, Alistar has a really good engage. He does the headbutt. He doesn't immediately follow it up with a pulverize, right? There's a little bit of lag when you get headbutted, so that sends him into the wall, and he's able to help secure the kill.
I'm interested to see how this Clad's gonna do against Lissandra.
He's-
Lissandra's a pretty safe laner.
She is, yeah. I think she'll be perfectly fine to just sit back and kind of throw Qs. And if Kled even tries to engage, I mean, she's got her W up.
Yeah, she can root him, and then she can run away.
Yep. The real trick will be how he actually manages his damage in fights if he gets to the point where he can actually go for a kill. Because if he burns too much before the dismount, it won't work. So he's going to really want to actually save his ult until there is a dismount from the Kled. That way he can force that out and possibly pick up a kill.
You know, even with that good play bot in the first blood, like we thought, MF is still still about 7 farm ahead here.
Yeah, I mean, a wave ahead, nothing to scoff at. It's still pretty decent. It's about 150, 200 gold, somewhere around there, but that's basically what you pick this lane for, right? You grab the Karma and the MF, so that way you get the CS lead, you get the poke off, you force the enemy team out of lane. Rarely is it actually like a kill lane. A lot of people kind of pick these heavy aggro picks, and they just really try for kills. Up in the top lane, though, Liquid Helium in a lot of trouble getting hit by the blind Alaha Rengar. Taking him pretty low. Pyke is bot lane, though, and has another engage onto Schomburg. There's so much lockdown here. He did step away from the stun, but another kill over to Masterfire as Olympic are playing around their general win condition these days.
Whew, there's so much action. I don't get to talk.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna chill here and watch all the action.
Rated R going aggro, but Copycat messes up his flash, and a little bit of a missed Bone Skewer as Copycat's taking way too much damage. Hydreion picks up 1 kill, wants to go for another. The rocket jump. He's going to actually be able to pick up Rated R as well, and now Masterfire, no! That's going to be a triple kill over to Hydreion, and he doesn't even fall!
Wow.
What was that?
They got way too greedy for the MF. But I saw Tristana auto attacker or attempt to auto attack her 3 times when she was like 5% health. I thought at least Tristana would have gotten the kill on MF.
Somebody should have.
Yeah, it still wouldn't have been worth, but
No.
it would have been a little better.
No, that is terrifying. MF is gonna back. He's got 3,000 gold. He's already almost at his finished Yumu 6 minutes in.
Wow. You know, Alistar can't tank the tower like that until he's 6th.
Yeah.
Until he gets his ultimate.
Definitely not. Especially like because they missed everything. If they had the CC, they would have been able to lock him down and maybe trade like 1 for 1, and that would have been worth. But oh, that was so aggro, and they just fumbled it so hard.
Just a little too aggressive from Olympic there, but unfortunately for them, they gave up a lead. They gave up a lead on the lead they had in bot lane. Tristana's now down by about 600 gold.
Yeah.
And she was way ahead.
The sad thing is, like, that's not even something that, like, I can reasonably put in the top 5 plays as, like, a top 5 play. That was, like, top 5 misplays. Like, Hydreion, he lived, and he did an okay job of like kiting away and dodging out from some of the CC. But that was just Olympic walking up and, I'm not going to say anting, but it was rough.
Yeah, accidentally inting.
Yeah.
Wasn't on purpose, but there was definitely some inting there.
Yep, but we'll let the past be the past. We're going to see game kind of going. So Alharengar is an entire level up right now on the Pyke. They've got really good vision in their jungle, recognizing where he's going, and now an engage onto Hydreion. He doesn't have flash, so a good knock up from Copycat, and the Bone Skewer is going to bring him back in. The Explosive Charge picks up the kill. Now they're trying to get more done with the Kled. He's going to charge in. Oh my god, he actually lands it onto Sean Bear. Now Masterfire as well in a lot of trouble, as the Mossy Injustice has been used. Just now trying to run away, wants to get back in with the remount, but I think he's going to fall down as well. Now Heat Viper into the fight, zoning off the rest of the team as they're going to trade that 1 for 2.
You know, they had a good idea there, and they didn't. I don't think they knew that Graves was right around the corner.
Yeah. That's kind of the...
And that was...
Go ahead.
It was a really good for Garen to have his eyes open on the map and get over there.
Yeah, had the
Pick up
TP
that
advantage.
Yep.
So he was able to leave lane. They got first tower. He didn't even lose a significant amount of CS to the Cho'Gath, so it's really good. Rockport finding a solid advantage for themselves, recognizing that Olympic are playing solely around this bot lane and that you can expect the Pyke to go down there. Alharengar got a lot of really good deep wards, saw him coming down, and was able to respond with... He's 2 levels up now. Just because there's so many ganks from the Pyke, and Pyke is so bad at clearing the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, the jungle... CS in the jungle with the 25 CS difference between Graves and Pyke, and Graves also has 2 kills, so...
Yep.
He's up in gold significantly. Almost 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
Up on the Pyke.
Which is pretty ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the Pyke played well early. He knew he's not good at farming. He knew he had to gank a lot, and it was going well, but when things go bad like this, he's not going to be able to catch back up to Graves.
No, Rengar did not get banned. Rengar was left up. Radar Love going aggro onto Heat Viper, but not going to be able to land. I believe it's called the Phantom Undertow. I'll have to check on that.
We see a lane switch here from bot to top for both teams. Pretty normal after first tower in bot is taken.
Yeah.
And Pyke switched his focus.
On
Still with his bot lane on the top side.
Different lane, same set of people that he's trying to focus around, but Rockport, they've kind of been moving Heat Viper over now. Try and help relieve any kind of pressure that goes onto that.
Cho'Gath is in bot lane, pushing by himself. Garen's just now starting to head down there to answer it.
Yep, here he comes, though. He's gone over the wall. Gonna miss the Bone Skewer as now the root is trying to land. There is no flash yet from Shamber, but a really nice ultimate from the Tristana. Gonna get Hydreion out of there before he can get too much done with the bullet time. Kled ult is coming in as well. I don't think he's actually gonna be able to connect, though. Now another re-engage from Copycat. He does have the ult this time, but oh my god, the turret shot mixed with the Graves ult.
I don't know how none of them died. I think it was Tristana was like 4 HP.
Somebody was darn close to dying. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, that's Pyke jungle. Not sure what I really think of the Pyke jungle yet. He's got off a lot of good ganks, but being down 40 CS, 3 levels down, the reward has not been worth it.
That's just the thing with junglers who aren't good at clearing. Similar with Camille, doesn't have the best clears, that she ganks a lot.
Yeah.
But if you gank a lot, they all have to go well for junglers like that.
Yeah, and up against like the current best hard farming jungler in Graves makes it really difficult. He's to be forced to run away quite immediately there.
That is Rift Herald picked up by Rockport. Let's see how well they can use it. I know a lot of teams don't always use Rift Herald as well as it can be.
Yeah. A lot of teams grab it and they just like immediately walk to a random lane and throw it down. It's just like, oh, that wasn't ideal.
And then you have the people who grab it, kind of forget they have it,
Time's
and then it
up.
runs out of time, and they drop it in their base.
They drop it in base. The enemy team has 40 seconds to recognize where it's going, but another gank from Rated R Love. Literally every time these guys step into vision, you can bet he's either going to be there immediately or within the next 15 seconds.
You can't fault him for trying. He's definitely putting the effort in.
Yeah, he definitely is. But, he's going to have to maybe start mixing up his game plan here. Now coming in from behind, Copycat wants in as well. Here comes the Ghostwater dive into the Phantom Overtow. Not going to land on anybody, though, even with the flash. But Hydreion in quite a bit of trouble. The ult misses, though, as Death from Below not going to be enough. The jump in from Massfire gets the reset on the jump. Going to try and use it for more damage. The Ignite's burning down. Is Chamber safe? I think he might be. Flashes away from the Bone Skewer. Still one kill, but Olympic do find a tower.
Here
Backside. Graves is here, though, but a disengage from Copycat. Gonna be fine. Rockport wisely getting what they can on the other side of the map.
Yeah, if Rated R Love here just keeps focusing where the bot lane is, Rockport's gonna take objectives, take towers on the opposite side of the map. I mean, that's a lot of times what you're supposed to do when the jungler just stays on one side.
Yeah.
He gives up everything on the other side. I mean, look at that pressure they have in bot lane right now because of it. All the minions all the way up to the tier 2 tower. Garen doesn't even have to be there. He can roam, do what he pleases.
Yeah, Quick Slice and Heat Viper have been moving around the map pretty darn well so far. Getting a lot done for their team. Chamber gonna help try and catch out. Cho'Gath wisely flashes away. But with 5 members here, he either needs to leave or get some immediate help. But this isn't where the bot lane is, so we can for sure know Rated R Love isn't going to be coming. So he's Nicotilium forced to try and run through Lissandra. He might be able to. No Frozen Tomb being used yet. Actually, just going to play it passive and go for the tower. So Herald also used in Olympic. Kind of across the map. They need to start rotating over here now. So their team is going to have a hard time defending against this Rift Herald. Still 2 members up on the other side. Those now Copycat is trying to do what he can, but so much damage. Going to be able to pick up him and Liquid Helium. Second tower goes down. Riftfield going to get off another charge. Pyke is the only one here against 5 members. Tristana only just now backing Kled, also just leaving as well. Riftfield gets onto the tower. It's going to be going down, and this is crazy right now.
Rift Herald all the way to Inhibitor. I watched a game like this in GXBC the other day.
I was about to say, did you watch the game where your sister team won in 15 minutes off of Rift Herald push?
I did.
Because I saw that game.
It was insane.
And this was a little reminiscent of that. Taking an inhib at 15 minutes with Rift Herald. You were just saying when they picked it up at 12 minutes, God, I hope they use this well. Yeah, I think they did.
Well, you know what? Kled had teleport up that whole time. And instead of coming to save 2 tower then Inhibitor, he got tier 1 bot tower.
Yeah, I mean, him and Trist both got tier 1s. And that was their thing. It was just like, oh yeah, they'll push. We can just take tier 1s. But you can't just leave 2, 3 members against 5 with the Rift Herald.
Yeah, that just wasn't worth it.
No.
They should have at least got the Infernal Drag too if they were going to not try to defend.
Right. They actually surprisingly went even in gold, right? They're still only 4k down, but having that inhibitor down makes it very hard to get things like this Infernal Drake, which have now spawned. So a lot of pressure being seated here.
Oh yeah, the map pressure is going to be insane now. They can get Rockport can get wards all over Olympics jungle. Catch people out when they go to clear wards or ward it. I mean, the pressure is going to be game changing.
Yeah. And we're surprisingly kind of already at the point where we're seeing Rockport's comp just be considerably more useful than Olympics. In some scenarios, if played well, Olympic can still get things done, but it's just, you got a Pyke, a Kled, and those are in roles that they're not normally in, which means you still also have similar characters in other positions. So they're kind of doubling up on a lot of stuff here.
I don't think they'd have to play good. I think they'd have to play perfectly
Yeah,
to really make a good comeback right now.
it's possible.
I mean, they're losing every fight they've been in. I don't think there's been a full 5 versus 5 fight though.
I don't believe so, though.
You'll have 5 people on Rockport and 2 or 3 people from Olympic. So
It's been a lot
it's
of bot
completely
lane
one-sided.
skirmishes, which is pretty notable. Both bot laners for Olympic sitting at 100% KP.
Yeah, Tristan is really the win condition for him right now. They got to keep Tristan alive and try to let him free fire.
Yeah.
Because he has 5 kills, he has more farm than a little bit more farm than the enemy AD carry. He can still put out some damage.
Yeah, you can still get
He
a lot
just-
done, for sure.
He just got to be able to put the damage out.
Yeah.
And Lissandra can be pretty good about going in and just insta-killing the AD carry if she so chooses.
Yep.
With or
And
without,
Pike
with
is-
or without his jump.
Pike's gonna have to start landing more of these bone skewers. He keeps kind of throwing them for random people when there's like a Lissandra right next to him that he could try and catch, but you know, see a big bot wave crashing in. Rockport surprisingly not doing a whole lot with this top lane advantage. In fact, sometimes even at this point in the game, it can almost be detrimental to get an inhib so early, just because you basically lose access to all farm in that lane.
Yeah.
They do get the mid tower finally, though, as the Tristana did have to leave lane to go catch bottom. Just
You know,
no engage
Olympic
quite coming in. Here's the Cluddle Heat Viper getting locked up. So much damage. There's the first ult from Pike. He's gonna get a couple of resets in here as well. Misses the next one though as the bullet time catching up to the team. Alharungar doing a fantastic job cutting away, and Mastifier oversteps his boundary. He's gonna go down to the Garen. Just know not gonna be able to remount either, so he falls as well. Hydreon and the rest of Rockport get the ace. Look like they want to seize up on their second tower. Possibly go for the end. They've got minions that just took a Nexus tower. This might end up being the fastest game. I mean, Olympic had the fastest game at 22 minutes, but I mean, 20 minutes in without Baron. Rockport are pushing up on the Nexus, doing so much damage. 20 minutes and 15 seconds in. Rockport take game 1 versus Olympic.
Yeah, Olympic had to. They had to try to do something. They had to try to take a fight. Because if they didn't, they would have just given up the tower,
Yeah.
giving up the inhibitor. They couldn't just stand there and watch their base get taken. So they had to try something, and it looked good to start, but it just didn't end up going in their favor. They were too far behind in gold and items. They couldn't win a fight.
For sure. Yeah, they played to their early game plan and it was kind of working out, but also fairly well countered by Rockport as long as they held out for 10 minutes, and next thing you know, they were able to get control. Really good Rift Herald take. They used it phenomenally. Dark Horse MF, yeah, that's actually matter right now. But yeah, they used the Rift Herald really well. Olympic Gaming didn't respect it and just Inhib goes down. The next team fight they win, they get the game. Fastest game of the split. 20 minutes in. Looking pretty phenomenal. What do you think about MVP that game?
Good for them. Well, you know, it's a little hard to say because I don't think there was one specific person on their team that really outshined another. I think they played well as a team
Yeah.
for sure. But if I had to pick, I think I would give it to Graves.
Yeah, same. I think he did really well. He tracked the Pike really well and outfarmed him for a solid amount of time. And then he got those really good wars and kept counter ganking, and yeah, I feel like he did a lot of really good work for them in the early game.
Yeah, the counter gank at bot was really good. I mean, he had 111 more farm than the Pike.
Yeah,
It only 20 minutes in.
he had the most
which
farm in the
is
game
pretty insane.
on Graves in 20 minutes.
Most farm in the game for a jungler is pretty tough too.
Yeah, Alharengar played that pretty darn well. Though I'm gonna be disappointed if if Rengar makes it through pick ban and he doesn't pick it again.
Yeah, I know. I mean, He's been talking a lot about Rengar. I'd like to see it.
He specifically asked teams to leave Rengar up. All right.
Yeah, Lilac Dark Harvest MF is that's normal.
Yep, that's meta now. The scales
Blue
adds more bursts.
play.
It's pretty good.
Yep. When you get those Dark Harvest stacks in lane too, it does pretty good damage. All right, well that was a little bit one-sided.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
You think Olympic can come back from that, learn a little, and make a fight out of it in game 2?
I think it's possible. I think the hard part here is both junglers are really good, but play incredibly different styles. Where Rated R Love is a very self-sacrificing jungler. He gives up everything to try and get his lanes ahead, and all who Rengar just kind of hard farms, it seems, and kind of plays aggro around vision and counter jungling. So it really depends on which jungler does their thing better. And I think a lot of that's going to have to do with what picks Rated can actually get, because the Pike straight up just didn't work, and Pantheon got banned, so that it's going to make it a little bit harder for him.
Yeah, he does well on Pantheon.
He does. I don't expect he'll get it though.
Yeah, I've seen the Pantheon myself. He definitely played well on it in the couple games I've seen him play. You know, he has a bigger champ pool than that, though. I mean, there's a lot of other champions he can play.
He can, but I think in terms of what actually fit to the style that the team has been playing, I think it's
he needs some early game pressure.
right. Like if this guy played Lee Sin seems like he would be like the best champion for this guy, which I don't think he actually plays.
I tried to play Lee Sin once.
He's kind of difficult.
And then I stopped after 2 games. I wasn't trying to learn that. That was too much. Quick Slice is ghosting the
You're ghosting chat while we're sitting in lobby. Oh my god!
he's ghosting the custom game lobby. Getting a sneak peek at everything he can already see. Good for him. Smart plays. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Quick Slice is a sub, no?
Yeah, he's the sub for Rockport that is basically a starter because he's subbed in for almost every single set this season.
Oh. Okay, close enough.
Right.
I thought he subbed for jungle for a while.
He's subbed for jungle and mid and top. Rockport is the team where their players play every role, basically. Chamber's played 3 roles. Heat Viper's played 2, I think.
Yeah, because when we played him, I think Heat Viper was top lane when we played him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're switching it all up. Okay. He's trying to confuse me. And it's working. Yeah, and Sean Bear was mid when we played him too. The last time my team faced Rockport, so yeah, they've definitely switched it up a bit.